to this week's coffee blog. It's now Friday the 4th of June and it's Friday morning. Just getting ready for what will be a busy day, I know, because I was waiting all day yesterday for a pallet of coffee to come in, which at 3 o'clock I thought it's getting a bit late. Double checked and it was actually being picked up at Tilbury Docks yesterday and arriving to us today. So I was waiting around for nothing really. So yeah, that pallet needs to come in because we've got some sacks on it going straight back out to a customer. We've got some coffee to roast for a customer as well. Yeah, hopefully that's going to turn up nice and early this morning. We can get on with that work. Otherwise, last weekend, bank holiday weekend, what a scorcher, blimey. It's not often in the UK we're lucky enough to have a hot bank holiday, let alone one that is absolutely searingly hot. Blue skies all weekend, getting up to 20 odd degrees. I got burnt to bits just because, unfortunately, I had a sleeveless top on, but I kept long trousers on rather than putting shorts on, otherwise I'd have burnt legs as well and I'd been really in pain. But yeah, I just, because I had a sleeveless top, I just got all my arms burnt, really quite tingly burnt bad. So that wasn't ideal, but other than that, yeah, great weekend. Went for a trip to York on Sunday, which was really good, and got to try out the active lane control on the new reasonably priced Japanese SUV hybrid, and that's very unnerving because it does actually tug the steering wheel for you when it thinks you're drifting towards either one of the lines on either side of the lane. So it does actually, the steering wheel's moving about while you're not moving it, which is a bit weird. And then there is of course the adaptive cruise control, which was very impressed with. So with that you can just set your motorway speed 70 miles an hour and the car will try to achieve that. If it detects another car in front, it will slow down to match its speed, keeping a safe distance between you and it. If someone pulls out into your lane, reducing your distance, it will slow down so that you're again keeping a safe distance, then follow them. And then once either the car in front disappears or you pull out into an open lane, it will accelerate back to the speed you set it to. So yeah, on the whole, that works really well. It makes kind of driving on a motorway a lot less hassle, because you're not having to, constantly be adjusting speed with your accelerator foot. In fact, you're just using no feet, they just sat there because the car's doing it all for you. So that was all good. Managed to top out at 53 miles per gallon, which it wasn't the best smooth journey. There was a crash on the M62, which ironically was a Tesla, and it looked like the passenger had headbutted the windscreen. The windscreen was smashed on the passenger side, and it looked on the inside like what happens when someone's head hits it. And the airbag had gone off as well. And there was a car behind, and I'm not sure if that had hit them. And then there was another Tesla, it was a Model 3 in the middle lane that done that, and a Tesla Model X on the lay-by at the side. So I don't know what quite had gone on there. It seemed a bit odd, because there didn't seem to be any damage to the front or back of the Tesla or the car that stopped behind it. But of course that slowed the whole trip down. Then the A64 was your stop-start because bank holiday weekend, everyone off for a day trip to the coast. So yeah, so it was a lot slowing and starting down compared to doing a motorway trip where you can do one consistent speed for a very long distance. There was a lot more engine work involved, so I'm sure given some longer trips and some more delicate driving, we can extend that mile per gallon considerably. But still, it's pretty amazing mile per gallon for a big vehicle like that. So back to work. and it's probably been a little bit steadier this week, if anything. Of course, we got the fallout that when it's really hot and sunny, people don't tend to drink a lot of hot drinks. That's just natural, isn't it? Ice cream, cold drinks, whatever else, because it's hot. So coffee sales have dipped slightly this week because of that, but it'll soon be cold and wet again and pick up that way. But we've been getting on with catching up with things. Obviously it's a short week because of the bank holiday, and I've also been working on a new theme for the White Rose Coffee Roasters store, which has been long overdue, but I've just never had the time to think about it. And now I've got an extra person helping with bagging coffee. I'm finding more free time to get on with things I wanted to do, but never could. So yeah, new theme for White Rose Coffee, which is up live now. And I went through a lot of different themes. Obviously Shopify, there's millions of themes out there now. I've been using a free one for a long time, but this is a paid one from developers. Obviously there's a number of developers that just manufacture paid themes to look very stylish and beautiful. So went through a load and I found this one particular one I've gone with, and I thought that's going to work perfectly for us as a coffee roaster, and yeah, I really like it actually. It's a pretty good looking theme. It's very responsive. We've got some entry pages, you come in, some nice big colourful pictures of Brazil from when I went there, some taglines, and then it all flows up so as you scroll up the home page. You can see the sections where you want to go and buy coffee or subscriptions. You've got some products shown, there's more big colourful images, there's all sorts. It's a really nice design to it, and makes the whole home page a big introduction to us, rather than it just being, you know, we sell coffee, here's some bags, see it, sort of thing. So it's a lot more involved. So I'm pleased with that. I'm just going to do, there's a video which at the moment is just playing me going through on the 5 kilos. So what I'm going to do is shoot some footage of this roaster running and that roaster running, and maybe merging together some other bits and pieces, and then knit it together to make a video that kind of encompasses everything that White Rose Coffee Roasters is about. So I'll get that done probably over the weekend if I can, and put that up, because that'll look quite good as well. And then yeah, we can start pushing White Rose Coffee Roasters even more then, once I've got a decent store to go with it. So we better do Mr. Nels's words of wisdom before I forget again, because I'm very bad at forgetting that at the moment. I still haven't done myself a crib sheet, I don't seem to be able to figure that out yet. So Mr. Nellis says, my things to talk about on your vlog. Which high school is Callum going to in September? Not actually fully sure yet. It may be Beebeck, or it might be the Queensbury High School. But that's all still up in the open at the moment. Brighouse 1940s weekend being cancelled again because of the pandemic. We are all still in, and all restrictions when they are lifting won't happen on the June 21st June because of the Indian way around. Well, I mean, there's no guarantees either way, is there, about the 21st at the moment, Richard? It's kind of like a fight between everyone and the scientists and whatever else. So a lot of people saying the Indian variant isn't making a difference. And in fact, we had a day with no COVID deaths, actually, despite the fact we've got 3,000 cases plus a day counted for. So, but that can only mean that vaccination is at least preventing people dying from it, although they're still getting it and maybe getting ill from it. But that's the thing, if you open up, well, remove all restrictions on the 21st and have everyone mingling as they wish with no masks, and let's be totally honest, the mask wearing thing is very optional as it is. I mean, it always has been. You can go anywhere and there's plenty of people not wearing masks. I know there's always this sort of exemption for medical reasons or whatever else, but it seems to be like people get away with it because of medical reasons. I'll get stuffy in a mask, or it gives me a funny nose, or I just can't be bothered, kind of thing. But I mean, just giving widespread, and then the 21st would open up like things like nightclubs, which are very closed, that sort of thing, where it would spread like wildfire. And bigger festivals, events, again, wherever you're going to get large amounts of people mingling, you're going to spread it like nobody's business. I mean, there's no doubt about that. So I don't know what will happen. I think logically, if we've got this Indian variant going on and it is increasing, I'd be very hesitant to want to allow people to fully mingle with no masks and have big events go on and have people mingling in close spaces like nightclubs, because I just don't think that's a great idea. We'll just see a whole rise in cases again. We'll probably see more mutations pop out, because that's the trouble. The more people get infected by it, the more opportunity it has while it's replicating in them to create another new mutation that might be able to sort of withstand all the vaccination that we've had, and then we're all back to square one, because then you've got one that is kind of immune to vaccinations, and then they're going to have to find a new alternative for that. So I don't know. I mean, while everyone wants everything to open up, it could ruin it for everyone as is, where at the moment it's quite a nice mix of, you've got to wear masks till you're seated, there's good social distances in places, so when you've got the masks off and seated inside, there's still a lot of space around you, not cramped in or anything, and they're keeping windows and things open. And of course, sitting outside, because everywhere got ready for sitting outside when they could only do that, there is a lot more outside seating than we've ever had. And when the weather's really hot and sunny and nice, which admittedly is pretty rare for the UK, but it has been, that's a great option for people to go out. So we'll see, I suppose, what happens on the 21st. But yeah, it's probably not the best idea to open up things, I don't think. Oh, God, I've lost your thing now, because, oh, there we go. Has Callum ever seen E.T.? Yes, of course. I mean, in fact, he sat on his bike in Blackpool, outside Madame Tussauds. Me, as I may go to Manchester Fire Service Museum soon. Yeah, I think museums are open again, aren't they? So that's something. So yes, in my mug this week, Rwandan coffee. It's the Rwanda Bajo Intensi state, and yeah, it's a really quite nice fruity one as well. New stock in, and yeah, it's got quite a nice taste to it. Good coffee, that. So that's the Rwandan on the White Rose website. And yeah, I think that's probably about it for today. I need to get on. I'm hoping that pallet's going to turn up soon, because he does sometimes come about 8:30 and do his first drop if he's got anything for us. So I need to go and get ready just in case he arrives. And of course, get on with whatever else the day leads for us. So have a good weekend and week next week, and I'll catch you in next week's coffee vlog. Okay, see ya.